Yo, what is going on, guys? I am feeling super rusty. Haven't done a Facecam live commentary in a long time, but let's say fuck it and get into the gameplay. So recently in my local area, if you are local to me, obviously there's one person in particular who is going to be watching this video who is going to be kind of like, I've been waiting for this motherfucking video, okay? Because essentially there's something I need to tell you all. So I've currently been living in this same house for about 11-12 years now. Moved down here when I was 13 and now I'm 24, so that works out just about right. To be fair, everything was good in the beginning, you know, the internet was fine, we didn't have any struggles. Not that we really had high powered internet back then anyway, because to be honest, even when I was 13, that was like the Stone Age in terms of internet. In fact, I'm pretty sure before I moved to my current house that I'm in now, we still had dial-up AOL internet, you know, with that annoying sketchy sound. So just recently, or at least in the last couple of years, there's been some major issues with my internet provider, or at least that's what I thought, and that's what I kind of told myself and everyone around me, that was the case and that was what was going on. But little did I know, there's actually a little bit of backstory to it. So just recently we were sent a message about the fact that there is going to be some kind of maintenance coming around, and unfortunately at the time of them coming around we weren't in the house. So what they decided to do, the actual company, Virgin Media, decided to shut off our internet. And boy oh boy, if you guys have been around my channel for long enough, you know I hate it when I get caught out in terms of my internet. Yeah, as you guys know, I just hate not having internet. It's just one of those things. Life is just boring. This is modern times. We need internet to function, okay? And as I was saying, I was always constantly blaming the company. It was their fault. Everything was wrong because of them. You know, there was no fault of us or anything like that. That couldn't be true. It had to definitely be the company. So whilst the internet is off, obviously we have a number on a card that we can essentially use to call like a maintenance guy, someone to come around and actually sort our internet out, because we, for the life of us, could not understand why we didn't have internet and why we were just sitting there waiting, hoping that it would turn back on essentially. Of course it never did, so we got the guy to come round, and when he finally came around the house, he actually had to call one of his colleagues over, and we're just kind of wondering, okay, what's going on? Is it not just a simple fix? Because initially when he came in, you know, he sorted us out a new box. We were due to have like a new internet provider box. Once he'd got that sorted, we thought, okay, yeah, he's just going to turn it on and we're going to be good to go. We just essentially need all the odds and sods so we know what we need to log into our internet. Bear in mind, at this time I'm sitting in my room with my window open, just kind of waiting, just kind of hoping and praying that, you know, something's going to give and something's going to change and we're going to be able to actually, you know, have some internet, and we're going to be able to do what, well, I'm going to be able to like get back onto the streams, etc. And as I said before, I was sitting in my bedroom with my window open. So at that point, I kind of was like, okay, I'm going to listen in, because he had to get one of the other guys to come and help him. You know, he was on the phone for a while away from the house. I could barely hear what he was saying. Then they both kind of turn up and appear outside of the house. With that, you know, I kind of turn everything down in my bedroom and I'm like, okay, I'm just going to listen. I'm just going to see what happens. I'm going to listen to what's going on around me. And I quite literally hear them say,
if you move that wire, then it quite literally fucks up everything.
Now at this point, I'm like, okay, fair enough. Something's wrong with our wire. We've lived here for like 11-12 years. We've never had the wires or the internet cables changed. So it kind of makes sense that our internet is just getting buggy because the wires probably just fucked. Next thing you know, they come into the house. Once they come into the house, I start hearing a very different conversation, and it genuinely had me almost in stitches. And just to throw back a little bit of context, of course, back in the beginning, as you know, the internet was literally going off whenever it wanted to. It was never stationary for the whole time. You had to keep resetting it. The box would never work. There was so many different issues, and they weren't just affecting us, they were affecting everyone in the local area. And yes, you have pretty much guessed it. The guy essentially said to us that our faulty wire that hadn't been changed for 11 to 12 years was the reason everyone in our local area was getting bad internet reception. Our little wire that you literally, if you touched it, like honestly, if you touched it and moved it according to the bloke, it could turn everyone who's on the same network, so Virgin Media, could turn everyone's internet off all in one go. I mean, deep down at this point, all I could think to myself was, wow, I've been so pissed off and so agitated by this one thing for such a long period of time, and it turns out that we were the problem. And I mean, I kind of giggled, I can't lie. I was like, wow, that's actually quite tragic, to be honest. But I mean, by the end of it, everyone kind of left with a smile on their face, everyone was laughing, and I just couldn't believe that after all of these years of me complaining about a network like Virgin Media being the problem, it actually turns out that I was the problem. Or more so, an 11, 12-year-old cable, maybe even longer than that because I assume it was there before we even moved in, is the real issue here. Which is strange, I know, but it's just one of those things. And I thought I'd save this. I didn't tell anyone I was making this video except for my girlfriend and obviously my parents, because they said it would be quite a cool video to make if I did do it. So I've done it, of course. This video's gonna go up a hell of a lot later than I want it to because it's already 9:30, which means it's gonna be a very late upload. But hey ho, we finally got that topic out of the way. I just thought, you know what, I think you guys will really appreciate something different on the channel, going back to a little cut commentary, which by the way, this was absolutely difficult because as you can tell, when I'm just trying to talk naturally, I just flow like anything. But I don't honestly think that I could do like a whole gameplay of me trying to play the game and not get distracted all in the same kind of abundance, I guess. But yeah, I mean, to be fair, you guys should just let me know what you think. I'm intrigued to know because I want to know if these are the type of videos that you want to see back on my channel. If you like the cut commentary style, because it means that basically I can make as many mistakes as I want and not feel bad about it, even though it pisses me off while I'm sitting here. Does anyone else notice that about when you do cut commentaries? That you genuinely get pissed off by yourself? Which is a strange thing to do, but I mean, it's just the harsh reality of trying to do cut comms, I suppose. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Also, if you enjoyed the topic of today's video, even though I'm technically the bad guy and I'm the reason that a lot of people couldn't have internet for certain periods of time over the last kind of month or so, because that's when it's really been at its worst. But hey ho, I'm sure you guys get the gist. Thank you for watching the gameplay commentary today. I hope to see you in the next video. This has been your boy Luke, also known as Upson, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.